I don't realize my blood sugar's low in the middle of the night, I'll have a seizure, and then someone has to get up and give me some type of sugar, whether it be a juice box, a glucose shot, a glucose tab, some form of sugar. But now that Lily's with me, she will wake me up before I go low, so I'll get up. If I see that I'm low or I'm dropping, then I realize I need to get sugar, and it'll prevent me from having a seizure at all.
What is it? Tell me. Oh, wait, do I need to check? Do I need to check? Is that what it means?
Type 1 diabetes is when the pancreas does not produce the insulin, and so it has to be artificially given to the person.
I've had it since 4th grade, so about 10 years now. So overall, it's just been, I don't know, I've just started to get used to it, I guess. You have to change your eating, make sure you're always watching out what your blood sugar is doing, if it's going high or low. So I mean, you do change your lifestyle, but you get used to it over time. Lily is a British Lab. I've had her for about 2.5 years now. She goes everywhere with me most of the time, and she alerts to high and low blood sugars using her nose through scent, just like she'd be searching for any other thing, but she's just accustomed to the scent of a low blood sugar or a high blood sugar now, and she does great ever since.
Mallory is also diabetic, and she was in the hospital, unrelated to diabetes, but she was there. So when we went in, I told the pediatrician that I'd like for our endocrinologist to come to the hospital that night to titrate her insulin levels. And so she did, and when she came in to see Mallory, she said she's going to do fine. She had stomach issues. My husband, Richard, said, I'm not really worried about Mallory. I'm worried about Reb going to college in 1.5 years. And she just looked at him just as plainly as, you know, saying your shirt's blue. She said, you need a diabetic alert dog. The agency that we work with is Wild Rose Kennels, and there is a waiting list. And I'm not sure of the exact cost of it, but it is quite costly. I would imagine $10,000. I don't know for sure what it is. We self-taught, so we did not pay that for Lily. But if we added up all the hours that Reb's worked with her, and if we had to pay him, it's right up there, because it is costly for someone to spend the time to train a dog.
We train her to look at me in the eye, keep checking back in with me, because you constantly want the dog to be focusing on you. What we do to train it was we tell her, Lily, sit, and then we'd have a treat, just a little bit of food or something in her hand, and you point to your nose so she's looking at your face, and you say, Lily, watch me. And so that gets her eye contact on you. Watch me. Hey, what is it? Okay. Watch me. And so she's now focused primarily on the blood sugar. What is it? Hey. And so when you check and you say, oh, Lily. Oh, good, Lily. And so then you'll tell her, good dog. I don't have an abnormal blood sugar right now, so she's not needing to do anything. But if it was a high blood sugar, you'd say, good, high. Whereas if I was low, I'd tell her, good, low, and praise her to recognize that that scent that she's smelling is a low.
We would start out with a cosmetic swab, and we would put Reb's saliva on it when he was low or high. And we started with the low scent. And it was amazing to me. I thought she was picking up on the color of the swab. So we would put it, to trick her, we would put it on top of a white piece of paper, and she'd walk past it, and all of a sudden you could just see she would catch that scent. She'd whip around and nail it right then. So that was in the early stages, and immediately you would praise her, give her a treat, and just have a party and go crazy.
Since I've gotten Lily, you get a lot more looks going through the lunchroom. It's just another thing you take with you everywhere, I guess. You get your cell phone, your keys, and your dog, and you go to class with your book bag. And for the first few months, people look at you like, what's this kid doing? But after a while, Furman's so small, everyone started to know who Lily is, so they know if she's here for my diabetes. And I mean, it's a little difficult when you're walking through a restaurant outside of Furman and everyone's looking at you and people ask you, why do you have this dog? Sir, you're not allowed in here. And you just have to sit there and explain it to them. And it takes a little bit of time and patience, but it's worked out well.
It just gives you another layer. Like Reb said, when you go out, you get your dog, you get your cell phone, and you get your keys. So when we do something, we plan a trip, we make airline reservations, and then we say, and in addition to 5 tickets, one of those tickets has a service dog attached to it. So it's really great because usually she gets to get on the plane first, she gets to go through security first, and then she gets bulkhead usually. And then the flight attendants are really nice to her, so it has its trade-off. It's a lot of work, but Lily has certainly given us the comfort level that we need.